What is up, everybody? Clinton Scranny here with the Two Wheels to Freedom show. We're going to break down the last round in Pittsburgh. Terrible towels. And
Steel City, baby.
I guess technically, yes, you are correct. It is the Steel City, but not Steel City MX. No. We also have a big viral load because we haven't done one of these in a while, and we just keep sending videos to each other.
We're just viral loading on each other.
And we're also going to talk about something special for this one. What is up with Denver Airport?
Oh, dude, I know. I'm a pro at Denver Airport. I'm not kidding. My wife's family is from Denver, so I fly in and out of that airport often.
So
And it's
Go ahead.
supposed to be haunted.
Well, I don't know about that. We're going to get into, there's a lot of different conspiracies. This horse behind me, or behind us, we're basically sitting out front of the Denver airport right now with Blucifer behind us. This is some of the artwork. This is a sculpture that you drive past on the way to the airport.
Dude, now you're going to have me looking for it every time I pull up because I don't really recognize that.
Dude, you drive, there's a roundabout, and you drive in and you kind of go around it, and then you go to the terminal.
Does it have the red eyes like that?
If it's at night, they're lit up. I think I came in during the day, and it wasn't all lit up like that. I think actually I might have left there one time while it was at night, but there's tons of other stuff inside the airport and everything. So let's get. Oh, I can't play. I gotta find a different breaking news.
One thing I gotta say about Denver Airport is their security. Their security lines are the worst. That place is a shit show. I can't believe you to get to terminal. If you have a flight at a bad terminal, you have to take a couple trains.
Yeah, no, it's a big crazy airport.
Hey, I have no idea why my dog's barking. I don't know why that dog's barking out here in Denver.
That must be Blucifer's dog.
What are you drinking, Clint?
Just water.
Well, let me drink some water then, too.
All right, have some water. Let's get hydrated I can't play the breaking news song because we're not monetized, but every time I looked and I was like, why are all my things demonetized? And they're like, oh, the news song. And I'm like, damn it.
No way. Yeah. So we can't use that anymore?
I'm going to find a different news intro. One without rights.
That's so cheesy the way they would do that to us.
Yeah.
How was Jersey, dude? We haven't even had an episode since then. Like, what was up with Jersey?
Hold on, we'll go back to the Jersey was pretty good. The track ended up pretty much like I said it was gonna be. You know what I mean? I guess there was more ruts in the faces of the jumps than I had anticipated, which I think was a big deciding factor. Like, I was sitting in front of the
lappers. Let's go with that.
Dude, 2 whoop sections, and then that right hand, and then that right-hander into that tricky rhythm. We were like right there. Like maybe first jump of the tricky rhythm. So we got to see a lot of good action over there. And that rhythm section looked gnarly, the 3 in, because the third one was real big. Although doubling and then tripling looked gnarly too, because the face of the big one was super rutted. So like by the night show, it kind of dried out and they groomed it a couple times, so it didn't like get as bad, but
yeah,
it was still gnarly. Yeah, the lappers were having a hard time because of those 2 whoop sections and how
the lappers, man, really are altering a lot of the results lately, and it kind of sucks in a way.
It's just part of the game, I guess. You know, what are you going to do, dude?
Hey,
it's something else to throw, like, I don't know. We get upset because it's people that you like may get, the short end of the stick, but doesn't it make for good racing? Like, okay, the guy's out front, but he's still got to deal with lappers.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's like I don't know what to do with it because it makes it for the normal fan. Just say this for the normal fan, you're like, okay, that's like it's and everybody's got to deal with it. And you realize, oh, it's what it is. It's part of the show. And then to a casual, they're not they're not gonna fuck with it because then like that's why Supercross isn't growing to me
Because of
because
lappers? I don't know if
a
that
lot of
goes
it just
that
because
deep.
not just because of lappers for sure. It's not growing because the actual show that they broadcast, the actual show, it sucks, dude. Like it's like um
Well, they
he
say that it's the. Have you ever heard? I guess they haven't. They make Weege say it. He's always like the greatest intro in motorsports or like opening ceremonies. And I'm like, who cares? That's the stupidest claim to fame. We have
yeah
the
like
best
nothing. No
intro.
one cares. No one's watching that. No one's watching. That is funny that they would. That's their claim to fame, and they're gonna
Yeah.
claim that.
We
But
have
like
the
it's
best
like
opening
bad.
ceremonies.
The heat races, like just get to the main show. Go straight up 250 main, 450 main.
What about
Find a
just
way to
more
eliminate
classes?
lappers or have a better signal to. Or hey, we were talking about in other shows in audio, in helmet audio
Yeah.
would help lappers. Like hey, you're a lapper. They're like okay, you are about to be lapped. Move over. Boom. And it's like, I don't know if it's Alexa's voice. Move over. You are about to be lapped.
And you
Uh,
just you have I was thinking of how you would do that, right? And you would have like maybe on a computer, you have everybody's headset programmed with their numbers, and you can just be like, I need number 72, 75, blah blah blah, to move over. And then you do the announcement.
dude, I think that somehow in helmet audio would help, especially the safety of the riders, but also quality of race because, man, the holy shit! I just watched myself because it's a little lagged on our live. Watch myself guzzle this water, and never again is that going to be done on live stream. Let's just say that much. It's got to be more. It's going to be more human. It needs to have more. I need to have more manners than that. Holy shit! But anyways, shit, it was like loud and ugly looking. But um, dude, the quality of the race can be better if the lappers were out of the way. You have to admit, there was a few times it wasn't like they altered the whole race, and it wasn't Sexton didn't lose because of the lappers, but the lappers did alter a few chances to pull it back to within like a couple bike lengths, and at that point, they're like the race is on. You know what I mean? It's a different race at that point. If you're a couple bike lengths behind, or you made a mistake, and then you have to deal with lappers.
I know, but like, so do you wanted Sexton to win? This is what I'm getting out of it. Because if you wanted Cooper to win, right, and the lappers got
Okay,
in the
that's
way,
a good point.
you'd be like, that's the game, bro.
Yeah,
That's the game.
yeah, you went yes.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know. That's just how it is. Everybody's got to
you
deal
know,
with lappers, bro.
you know what you have a great perspective, and you just answered the question yourself. Yeah, I guess I do have a bias, which sucks because
Oh no, that's
Cooper
fine.
is a
But it could be reversed next week. You know what I
but
mean?
that's true. But then I don't have a bias on a clean race without the fact of having 14 lappers in your way. They literally, I think they lapped 14 people.
That's their own fault for going that fast. What are you guys doing going
That's
that fast?
crazy though. Like if for a yeah, there's nothing really that can be said that can be done because then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, dude, you can do like a dash for cash or a points and then have a separate points race. That doesn't make sense.
I think it makes sense. No, I think there needs to be different races, maybe. If you want to be like, okay, get right to the mains,
That's what I mean.
I think that you have more mains then. So there's a 2-stroke class, there's an electric class. You know what I mean? There's a
Well,
legends
electric class
class.
is right down that road. You think? I bet you an electric class. I don't think it's going to be like a main sanction thing, but you're going to start seeing a lot more.
But so why not just have futures? Because those kids are getting good.
Yes, I
Futures,
love futures.
electric. You know what I mean? I think a 2-stroke class and then 250, 450. Those are the main.
And the 250, 450, they only qualify like 10 each. So like the fastest guys are getting in it.
I don't know how I feel about that. I get it. I think, well, it's funny, right? Because they added an extra 2 so they could get 2 more signups or something. I don't know. Remember, it used to be 20. Now it's 22.
No, that's what they did.
They're
They're
like,
like,
we
oh,
can.
sweet. We get a couple $1,000 for his race fees.
Yeah, exactly.
And potential to fine him.
Oh, we can find more people in the main. That means
2
there's
more
more
people
fines.
we could fine and screw out for money.
2 more broke guys we can find for some
Dude,
minute.
for sure. We could fine them for having their bad sponsorships with OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can't have that on there. My favorite scenario with that was CBDMD, right? And they're like, Chad, you can't run CBDMD. It's not even legal everywhere. You can't have CBD. You can't be advertising that at our events. Next year, CBDMD tough blocks lining a whole section.
No, if they're not lining their pockets with your money or money in general, then they don't want it. It's
Dude,
such a joke.
I was laughing so hard. Think
They'll
about
do that.
we're way in the weeds here, but think about the amount of teams that folded that had good deals with sponsors that they weren't allowed to do activation for and stuff, and then they lost the deals.
Yeah.
I mean, did that happen with Sam Manuel?
That's why I was kind of like thinking. No, there wasn't really any. No, they had good big brought in sponsors. They're kind of like the team that like brought in outside sponsors that weren't normal, which is like Nike with Nike. They did the casino stuff. No one was really doing that. They're like, oh shit, like what the hell is that? But the casinos have money.
Well, you got to give a shout out to Jeff Glass, okay? Jeff Glass had Tide or surf detergent or something back in the 90s.
That's funny. Like I get a kick out of that. I think it's Carnell, Logan Carnell. He has OnlyFans. It's got like, but dude, it's like it's not bad. For instance, there are UFC fighters that are sponsored by OnlyFans, and like there's people that actually not the shitty what the society thinks of OnlyFans as. Literally, there's OnlyFans for celebrities.
I know, but it's mainly taken over by porn.
Yeah, for sure. Roaches or something like that. I don't understand it.
Are people in the chat?
Are they technical porn or is it or are they like models?
They are independent young ladies.
That's what I mean. It's like more of independent, like it's like the YouTube of porn.
Yeah, basically.
It's like independent film writers.
But you can like monetize people more easily than on
before
YouTube.
We get super distracted with
it's like Patreon for naked chicks.
There's like businesses that have it. It's like, why would you associate?
Yeah, it's like, what are you guys? It's so they've tried to get out of the being branded like that, but it's just so ingrained already that it's like,
that's
sorry, dude.
That's
you better just embrace. You guys better just embrace it before your business model shuts down. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we do have some breaking freestyle news.
Oh yeah. Well, hey. Oh, that's
Oh yeah, that's right. It's you're trying to jerk. It's brought to you by Key Energy Drink. You can get a energy drink with a little bit of caffeine, and ketones. And ketones are actually another type of fuel, like a carb or protein or whatever. And your brain enjoys them. There you
Hey,
go.
they're the key to the success that you're about to have.
There you
in
go.
Brisbane
Oh,
on
yeah.
the 10th of May at the Freestyle Kings live show. Grab some tickets and come
I
witness
was
some
just gonna
history.
bring that up. Hey, I don't agree with this ad though. Like, so weird. Didn't we see Travis already land this?
I guess so. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe his is
okay.
different.
Pull up Travis Pastrana's. I think maybe they're not counting Travis's because he does go to a bag.
He's about to go to a bag.
See what I mean? I don't get it. I'm not getting at this then because like that's literally pull up Travis's. Let's watch that for a while.
For the first time ever in a live show, Clinton Moore will attempt the 720 spin.
Oh, well, guess what? Travis did it first.
Not at a live show.
I think that's true. Hey, it's like, hey, oh, Clint, dude, I think that you and I should. Well, I'm not jumping dirt bikes currently because of my injuries, but we could be the first guys to like spray paint our dongs green and then jump a freestyle. Be world's firsts.
How do you know that's not been done? You have no way of knowing. That sounds like something that could have gotten done. I did forget to say that the code is 2 wheels 25, 25. All right, and you can get 20% off.
And you have to use the code to unlock your potential.
That's right. The code to your potential boost. I had X pulled up because I had stuff, and then it refreshed when I turned my computer on, so then I don't have the news that I had on there.
You know what I realized is like, even though it's a perfect time for me to do this live right now, it's a great time. But California time, a lot of people aren't off yet.
I know. Believe me, I get it, but I have to get up in the morning.
Derek just texted me
to
and said,
work.
"I'm not." He was doing something.
Who?
Derek. Well, Derek. He
Back flippering.
Back flippering. He gets gigs when he's in town. You know.
Yeah. No, I get it. 4:30. We start there. It's almost 5. Yeah, I mean, I would still be at work. So last week, Cooper Webb won. How about that?
Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it?
And straight up, like they basically both got out 1-2, and Coop just
Didn't stop.
held him off. Didn't make a mistake.
That was wire to wire, wasn't it?
Yeah, he hole shotted, and I want to say maybe Sexton was in like 3rd or 4th or something, maybe, or did he come out 2nd? I felt like he was in 2nd.
Like 3rd or 2nd.
I feel like he was in 2nd very quick, and you were like, okay, he's gonna hunt him down.
I thought so too, and then I watched him through the whoops, and it was like, okay, never mind.
So
Dude, I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you know that you have a championship to win? You're behind. The risk of blitzing them is high, but why wouldn't you just take that risk and just run them straight, blitz them instead of hopping through them? And you're obviously come out of the whoop section at the same. Cooper's exiting the whoop section as he's entering it. It's an easy gauge. That's a race gauge. It's like an in-race situation where you're like, okay, that's a perfect spot to gauge if I'm gaining time during laps. And then you're losing time every lap in the whoop section. Dude, it like frustrated me watching him.
My question is, why did he go to jumping? Because the week before in Jersey, when those whoops were gnarly, he just skimmed both sets the whole time. He was basically the only one doing it.
That's why
that's where he was just gapping Cooper like crazy by skimming them. So if he had been skimming, which did they break down differently? You know what I mean? Why wasn't he? Did he see Cooper jumping through and think, I'll copy him jumping?
Yeah, I didn't understand it. It frustrated me every lap. I'm like, dude, I'm like, what is he doing? It made it a boring race because then you kind of I got the vibe after, honestly, I think it was like 8 minutes to go.
Hey, you just cut out. What happened to your audio?
Some idiot,
There you go.
some idiot just tried to FaceTime me. I don't know who
Oh,
it was.
oh,
I'm like, what the hell? Anyways, dude, it's doing it again.
oh.
Sorry about that. But yeah, dude, it's like he frustrated me to watch him race like that because he had opportunities, but then he was just like settling. And after 8 minutes in the race, 8 minutes to go, I'm like, this is just gonna be a Cooper race. There was a moment. Honestly, I think around like 4 minutes, 2 minutes to go, where I'm like, okay, he's gonna get him. He had a better. He was faster in one of the sections, and then he was gaining on him, and then that's when the lappers started to come into play, and they didn't really ruin his chances, but then like it's like somehow he like has the weakest mind in race out there in the mains. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Well,
like his mind focus.
I said he's going to get himself close to the, like, within points of the championship and then just wilt.
If he gets like this weekend is Denver, I feel like he's gonna have a good race in Denver, but then like it's too late, a little too late. Like, what are you gonna do? Win the next two and just hope that Cooper Webb like crashes out, or maybe he has
Exactly.
like a fifth.
Because right now,
It could.
what's Coop got a
What?
12-point lead or something?
Yeah, he's got. I mean, Cooper has basically he can not finish in second and still win. So he doesn't have to finish second.
Dude, they have everything up here like 12 different ways. Uh, 325 to 313. Excuse me if I'm not that good at math here. What is that? 10, 12 points. It's a 12-point lead. So yeah, he's got half of a main. So like at this point, you get 3 from first to second, you get 2 from second to third, and then it's all ones. So like Cooper would have to finish, I don't even know, like probably
He
12th
can
or
get
something or
no,
10th.
no, not that far back. Like if he has one of those, that'd be bad.
But
I don't think
likelihood
he
he
can
does
finish
that.
outside of like a sixth.
No, cuz it's 3, 2, so that's 5 for the first two positions, and then it's a single point everyone back. He has 12 points, so that's still at least another 6 points or 6 positions. So yeah, like eighth.
Dude, why he needs to go back to 90s style and purposely get behind Cooper Webb in the race and then just clean his clock.
He's got to hit him hard enough that he like breaks some spokes in his front wheel.
Like that would be a thing. That used to be a thing to where
Yeah.
like you had to watch out for that. Like if
Well,
you're like final race, it's like you better be nervous. You better not be behind him.
wheels were also junk too, though. It was a lot easier to explode a wheel then.
Reed and Stewart would do stuff like that though too.
Yeah, I have that video he sent me pulled up.
Oh, that's one of the greatest rivalries. Straight up, I love it.
There we go. Sorry, I had the volume down on my headphones from my mixer, and I'm like, why can I not hear anything? And then, how about I totally forgot about this. How about this surprise? Tom
Viable.
Vial finally winning a main.
Well, thank God, because then
I
can
know.
you imagine he was going to be the champion dang near, and then it's like you're not going to win a main and be the champion.
Well, he wasn't. He was back like.
No, I know that, but then but dude, realistically, if he didn't have that one bad mud race, he's like he's clear in the
Yes.
point lead.
And I'm still skeptical if he really lost all those positions in a lap
I
and a
don't think
half
that
in the
either.
mud.
I think that was a mess up.
I think the timing and scoring got messed up because you know how slow people were going. He got
No,
stuck for a little while. Like, how did all
that was
those
like
people past him? No way.
that was for sure a mystery to me. I'm like, that did not make sense.
And you know, I like the American guys obviously, but I like Vial. I think he seems, you know what I mean, like a cool person.
He's like, Ricky Bobby.
But we got a
That
bunch
guy
of
was
them
French,
now.
right?
Who's the guy from Ricky Bobby? Vial or Prada?
Okay, yeah,
Prado,
I think
sorry. Not Prada. Jose
yeah.
Prada.
Is it West or East Coast this weekend? That's in Denver. Reese's Denver.
Let's look. I'm like, I want to say it's West, but it might be a shootout. Showdown.
It's
Sorry.
gonna be the mile highest.
The Mile High Showdown, bro.
The mile high showdown. Like anything's gonna get the fucking tokiest.
I guess it's just regular.
Who's smoking that Zaw in Colorado?
Car now. So it just says Group 50, 250 Group C, B, A. So I assume it's not a details. This is the details.
Games, you got me, man.
Look at the next one to see if it says clearly that it's a shootout. It's probably this one that's a shootout.
You know, Smith. It's not this one. It would say something about it, dude.
It doesn't. This is the last one. Rice Eccles Stadium, Utah. I'm pretty sure that's a. How stupid is this? Event schedule. Dude, this is the worst. How funny is that? That it's not even just like. So this one's got to be East-West. So I think next weekend's just West. So does Deegan clinch?
Deegan's gonna clinch. He's gonna clinch his butt cheeks.
Whoa. Hey.
Oh, Clint.
All right, here we go.
He's clenching his butt cheeks because you already know that he's got his own teammates winning races.
Well, he's got a 17-point lead, though, with 2 rounds to go. Again, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, he should be all right.
Kimber Cole Davies is in second.
Well, Bo Mayer has been doing terrible, and so has Shimoda.
Bo Mayer couldn't handle the smoke once he started talking shit.
Yeah, he should have just stayed out of it.
Yeah, he should have got it. It's kind of true, man. He's like
he shouldn't have gotten. He shouldn't have engaged.
Yeah, no, dude, you're not him.
Yeah, that doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It ends up.
It puts too much pressure on yourself.
Yep.
Oh, so East is only 1 point still.
Dude, that's a good one.
The shootout is crazy.
Bro, look how close it is in third. Third's only 3 points back.
So
damn, dude, the shootout is gonna be the difference.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Oh no, dude. How they do that, they run the 250 main at the end and then they run the shootout, correct?
I don't think so. They've been running one main, and it's for points for everybody. That's crazy, right?
Damn, dude, yeah, that's gonna
So
be
that
crazy.
can really throw a monkey wrench into the plan there.
And you know, Seth Hammaker is feeling the pressure so bad because Kawasaki wants to win that so bad with all their herd riders and stuff.
I'm sure he does too.
But Valet's gonna Tom Valet is gonna win.
VL.
I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I don't know what I said it one time like that, and then all of a sudden, the whole time in the show, I kept saying Valet. Damn Valet. Fucking pull up my card to the valet, please.
Here's Denver. They got
Denver's my heart. I don't even see the track. Oh, the track bottle.
they got a rhythm section, finish line, rhythm section into the whoops.
I like that. That's new.
Yeah. That's different for this year.
I mean, look at the left-handed rhythm sections. Both of them. They're triple. Looks like a triple double, maybe a triple single, maybe.
That looks like a lot of intensity right there.
Oh, it's going that way. I wonder if they're gonna. Yeah, they could double, triple. Boom. It doesn't look like you can.
So I think that's the biggest difference, though, is the little rhythm into the whoop section, and it looks like this corner, is like raised or something.
They've been doing those stupid like corners to where like they have only two lines, like an outside and an inside.
I lost it.
Right track there.
Maps. Yellow bleachers. Denver.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, I was on the wrong one. I was on the one above. I was at Pittsburgh.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
This is a different track. Look. This is the track. We were looking at Pittsburgh, the one they just did. All right, there's the track butthole, top left. And this has, which way is this one going? It's hard to tell from this shot. Dude.
Is that Utah?
Oh, no. Was it? It should have been Denver. Yeah, it's
what
Denver.
What is this track I'm looking at?
Denver.
No, the one that you have right there.
This is Denver. The last one I had was Pittsburgh by accident.
Oh, that's why I recognize that corner. I'm like, God, why do they keep doing that corner?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, they're doing it again. So this is Denver. Okay. So the track is going this way. Triple turn, long rhythm. Little TP thing. Back cross, start straight. Long ass whoop section, it looks like. Into a rhythm section. I think that was good last week. That was good last week, right? The whoops into the rhythm section, because how you got through the whoops really dictated how you did the, or not rhythm section, but just, I guess it was kind of.
No, because like maybe not though, because why everybody was fucking jumping through them the whole time.
Yeah, but if you didn't jump through good, you couldn't triple up onto the table and then jump off into the corner.
Junior was doing a creative line through the rhythm section on that too, on that on-off.
Yep. Yeah, there was a couple of different lines. I do want to say this. I forgot about Jersey. Most people's intros suck, but Junior came out in the intros, and he was actually rode around and did some whips and stuff. And it was fun.
Let's go.
Most of the people, I'm like, you can see them on the Jumbotron. I'm like, where are they? Like, where are they riding around? They're just riding around the perimeter, waving at people. I'm like, why don't they jump some stuff?
Junior should bring back the and resurrect in homage of his bro the quad god shit.
I thought you were going to
Because like
say
the
the transfer
transfers,
game.
which I mean, he did. Josh was doing the transfers in his opening ceremonies. So like when he would do transfers, Kevin Windham esque, and they were
Yeah.
sick transfers, like good gnarly transfers to where the crowd like they don't see that on the normal.
Yeah.
But to a free rider like Josh and can eyeball anything, those are what crowd pleasers, and Justin would be phenomenal at that shit too. So
Yeah.
he should bring that back.
That would be sick. I mean, I know that it's sketchy, but that would be super cool.
And who knows how AMA handles it now?
If they were smart, they would embrace it. So
They don't embrace anything.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think anything there is too crazy. I do like how they come across the start straight, how it's like the two shorter sections and it comes across the middle out. That's cool. I've never seen that before.
One thing I can say, Clint, is you could probably go with it's safe to say that the key to the race is the start.
I mean, that's always, right? Always has been.
Yeah, but also I was doing a play on word on the sponsor down below. So go ahead and enter the code down.
What else do we got? Weather. Is this set up for Denver?
Oh, the weather's gonna be nice. It's gonna probably
Yep.
I was just gonna say probably like in the 50s.
Sunny, 77.
Sunday, you sound like an old schooler.
And it's sunny tomorrow and
Ooh.
Saturday, so should be good. Also, the elevation. So you got to think about people that are Denver Public Library. There we go.
And you gotta watch out for the illegals over there because Denver's got a lot of them.
That's right. They got
They're a liberal
yeah.
town.
Remember they had a bunch of apartment complexes taken over.
Yeah, Denver is like Portland, Oregon now. It sucks, dude. No joke. It's like and I keep telling like people out there, I'm like, make t-shirts that say "Don't Portland my Denver."
Yeah.
And I want to make those shirts. Actually, that's probably a good one. But don't Portland my Denver. And you go out to Denver, Colorado, man, and it is like they got gay flags. They got their Biden flags still.
Are there people are there
Bro,
people overdosing all over the place?
Oh, dude, yeah, you can hop out the airport and boom, you got homeless right there. And you guys got homelesses with their dicks out and heroin needles in their arms. I'm dead serious. First time,
Party.
like that. Dude, it's like it's out of Denver's out of pocket on, but they have good food. That's the only thing. Just because it's like a hipster vibe now. And they're craft beers. I guess if you're into craft beers, but then like the crazy thing is like Denver, Colorado is known for Coors Light. So get on out there to Boulder, Colorado, and get yourself some Coors.
And they're known for Denver omelets.
Oh yeah, dude, and John Denver.
John Denver.
Dude, oh John Elway too.
All right, so a local's guide to DIA conspiracy theories. Now that's Denver International Airport. Coming soon, secret porthole to the underworld, streamlined security, another misunderstood mural. See, so that's the other thing. Even before construction began in 1989, there were a number of Denver International Airport conspiracy theories. Arguably the tamest of these, or those that would follow, was that there was no need for an airport in the first place, and that its construction was subterfuge designed to hide or disguise the construction of other, far more nefarious structures. In fact, despite the claims that Stapleton International Airport was perfectly serviceable, the concourse crowding and tightly packed runways are often created scheduled disruptions on a national and even international level. Okay, Nazi runway models. One of the more prevalent theories is that the runways at DIA are arranged to form a swastika as a tribute to the fascist New World Order. As can be seen below, this one isn't quite as far-fetched as it may seem upon hearing the claim. The layout does resemble the notorious symbol. There you go. There's the runway setup.
Dude, I'm gonna make it. I guess, yeah.
Not that close encounters. One of the strangest and most eerily dismissed claims began with the notorious individual watching or rewatching the 1977 Spielberg classic Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In the film, a mysterious broadcast purportedly reveals the coordinates for Devil's Tower, a Wyoming landmark that is pivotal to the story. However, for some unknown reason, the coordinates don't actually correspond to the location of said landmark. Years later, the mystery of the strange coordinates was revealed. They actually indicated the future location of, you guessed it, Denver International Airport.
I did guess that. In my head, I'm like, let me guess. That's fucking Denver.
Good job. New World Order. Few things immediately raised the hackles of conspiracy theorists as quickly as the phrase New World Order. A few organizations are as frequently targeted by conspiracy theorists as the Freemasons, given that the dedication capstone at the airport not only prominently features a Masonic crest, but also lists members of the New World Airport Commission. It should come as no surprise that the mere existence of this monument became a bit of an element in many of the conspiratorial corners of the internet. I also heard that it doesn't actually exist. The whatever the hell, New World Airport Commission isn't actually a thing. There you go.
And this has been your History's channel. This is
It's not even over.
the Freedom History channel. We are your host, Clint Esposito, Scott
This
Kramer.
is not history. This is okay. How about this mural? Have you seen that one in there?
Oh, this is Ancient Aliens. That's just sick.
It
I
is,
haven't.
but it is weird. It's in there because I've seen it. Perhaps the most widely known clue to the airport's evil agenda, aside from the big blue horse, of course, was Leo Tangma's 3-panel mural titled Children of the World Dream of Peace. The painting, particularly the first panel, contains within it some disturbing imagery which has, unsurprisingly, stoked the imaginations of a great many people.
It looks like a Nazi.
Yeah, with a gas mask on, piercing a dove, the bird of hope, with its sword, and these kids are hiding here. And then there's all these people around the outside. It's pretty.
Sorry about your luck.
All right, here's the
And
second
rainbow,
one.
and then he's protecting the rainbow queers.
Yeah.
Oh, why the rainbow?
I don't know. All right, here's the second one. The second one depicts impending disasters brought on by climate change. Dead animals are dotted throughout the painting. On either side, the bodies of a woman and a child lie in coffins, illustrating that humans are not immune from the impact of their changing ecosystem. Children of various ethnicities look on with expressions of shock, horror, and dismay, while behind them the forest burns. This is all inside the airport. And I have walked around and looked for it. This is the third panel of this guy's paintings. At least the Nazi guy is dead at the bottom. So that's good. The final central panel is a scene of hope and optimism for the future. In it, people
Why
have
they have
all
rainbow?
of all races, because this is the happy one. All races and nationalities are seen embracing each other, smiling, happy, and singing. Weapons of war are bundled in nationalistic flags with children bearing them forward to be beaten into plowshare. A broken statue of a soldier from the first panel lies buried and forgotten. There you go. It was all a happy
It was
story.
all a dream. I used to work Word Up magazine.
Here you go.
I thought was that where you're going at?
No, it's not, but that's good. Here's Blucifer. So apparently the guy that was originally making.
Oh, I have seen that then, buddy.
Yeah,
Someone one time dressed it up and put a Bronco jersey on it,
probably.
and someone put a hockey jersey on it. Maybe
This
it's the city that's doing that.
This does not. There's another one.
That's a hotel right there. That building right there.
Okay, no, it does say it. Another piece of artwork that receives more than its fair share of online attention is the Mustang, the giant blue rearing horse statue with glowing red eyes, more commonly known by the nickname Blucifer. The fact that Luis Jimenez, the artist who created the sculpture, was killed when a piece of the artwork broke loose and severed an artery in his leg, has undoubtedly helped fuel the rumors and speculation.
Is that real?
Yes. The speculation regarding the 32-foot tall creation. However, the so-called demonic nature of the pointed installation remains unsustainably beyond the fact that people find it eerie. So there you go. The guy was killed by it. Here's King Tut, another sculpture that garnered the ear of the internet. Was 22-foot tall sculpture of Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of death. The piece was erected in June 2010 as part of an advertising campaign for the Denver Art Museum, as the traveling King Tut exhibit was on display there from June through January. There's a bunch of gargoyles.
I've seen the gargoyles down there. That's at the subway station.
Yep. Apparently some on top of it too. There you go. And isn't Denver the one you go through that tunnel where they play all the music, the weird music?
I think Denver Airport is the home of the 4-time Super Bowl winner of Denver Broncos.
Okay, but that's not what we were talking about. That's fine. That's what you want to say. All right, let's go to MX Bets. Bets are best. MX. Huh? Does that make sense?
I wish they had bets on. I wish they would do it on DraftKings. I want to bet so bad on it.
Well, here we go. Let me get rid of the chat because nobody's in the chat. So I'm going to get rid of it. Boom. It's gone. See that? You don't care. You're just going to drink your water real loudly.
I was off screen, I thought, wasn't I?
Nope. I switched it back. All right, here we go. MX Bets. Head to head. They don't even have for the championship. You can't even bet.
Look at first time boy. My boy's on the list. Let's go.
Isn't
Justin
it weird?
Hill.
You can't even bet on who's going to win the championship anymore.
Good. Let's go head to head.
So just head to
Dude,
head, you got Justin Hill and Joey Savacci.
here's my here would be my bet of the week. Dude, you could parlay. Did you know that? You could throw a parlay together. You throw in Justin Hill to beat Savacci. That's a good play. And then Justin Cooper to beat Aaron Plessinger. At the moment, that's also a good play.
Are either one of them particularly good at altitude?
Roxon, Stewart. I'm liking Roxon right there. That's a pick 'em too.
Roxon versus Malcolm Stewart. Yeah, I would say Roxon is a good one.
Chase Sexton, Cooper
So
Webb.
let's parlay. We're gonna do what? Roxon, Justin.
Dude, Justin over Savacci. Do you feel that way?
Yes. Savacci's had a couple of good races recently.
But on average, Justin finishes more
I would say
consistent
this
average.
season, yes. Sexton Cooper. Now,
it's tight that you can do parlays on it. I just realized that.
Sexton Cooper, who are we going with? Or do we need
Sexton or Cooper? Okay, like obviously I feel like Sexton's going to be dire straits. He needs the win, so I'd lean with Sexton.
And Cooper doesn't need to, so he can kind of he's got himself a little pad, so he can kind of let him go.
Little cushion. He's going to ride safe, and he's going to have he just wants to cross the finish line without having any incidences.
And that's probably a good call, but you're negative 60 on Chase.
That's the thing. You're not getting any value with Chase Sexton. That's why it would be good to count on a Chase Sexton win and then parlay that with like one of the races, one of the head-to-heads above, which is if you're feeling more because the Malcolm Stewart Roxon's at even a pick 'em. Cooper and Plessinger's a pick 'em as well.
I feel like Cooper could win again, and then Chase will probably win the last one when he's out of position.
Okay.
When he no longer has a chance to win.
That's what I was feeling too. So like you could go like Sexton, and like I honestly feel like Sexton and Junior would be a good bet because then you would have with a 2-leg parlay. I'm pretty sure you would be looking into the plus side of things.
Let's just say, all right.
Big plus 170.
What do we want to say? Oh, you gotta risk it on each of them? Potential win, $4, it says. Do I got to put a number amount on each one?
You didn't parlay it.
Yeah, apparently. Because now I'm putting money on each one.
Well, you can see what our picks would be based on.
Oh, it's straight. That's why. 2 selections needed for a parlay. 2+. Okay, we did. No? See, why does he keep taking me to... It won't let me stay on parlay. All right. We'll have to figure that out later. We don't need to do it on the show.
Who's got 198?
Me.
You should really throw a bet down. You already know, buddy.
I'm going to. But I'm not trying to figure out how to do a parlay right now while we're trying to do the show.
You should throw all 198 down on
No.
Yeah, dude.
I was up 2 something and then I lost $20 last time. Lost all my bets. Wasn't a good week. I cried.
Head-to-heads, maybe super. I don't know why I won't let you parlay it either. Take off all your selections.
A parlay is a bet on 2 or more teams or selections you can combine. So maybe I got to do them in straight. Right? We said Justin Hill, Justin Cooper. Why isn't it parlaying it? Ken Roxon. That's it. Let's see how we can get it to do it.
Just go with straight bet then.
All right. Oh, yeah. What are we going to go? 5, 10, 15? Maybe you got to do it that way, and then you can parlay it in the next stream or something. And we're saying, I don't know. Who's going to win out of those two guys?
Sexton.
Probably. It's hard pack. Sexton good in hard pack?
We just kind of nailed what we've already discussed. Why he would be a better bet, because Cooper doesn't need to win. So like he's going like that's already a huge disadvantage for placing bet money and risking money. So you would automatically go with the value with Chase Sexton, even though it's not the highest. That's why they have Chase Cooper such high at a plus 120. So you actually come up more money than the money that you bet if you bet on Cooper.
Still won't let me parlay.
Their odds makers kind of know that too. They're like, oh, he doesn't need to win, so he's not really needing. Like Chase Sexton's need to win is that it's a must.
Yeah, for sure. Because Coop's like, let him go if he's on a hot one.
Yeah, like he was on a hot one.
Because he did what he needed to do.
Yeah,
I agree with that. All right, the bet's placed. This is for East Rutherford, so that's not what we want. I mean, I'm sure the odds are going to be the same.
Yeah.
They're usually pretty close. They do have a couple more options, typically, like it'll be like a top 3 or something, instead of having to win. But, okay, let's get to the viral load.
Let's viral load each other.
Bit
dude, I'm like right now it's fair to say like Chase Sexton has the better's edge just because what we were talking about, because Cooper doesn't need to win.
No, I agree with you.
That's kind of like what I'm doing with the NBA stuff right now. It's like the teams that don't necessarily need to win in their series, I'll bet on the other team just because they have to fight for the stay in.
Yeah. All right, watch this guy. Look at this.
Holy!
I don't even feel safe on one of those little Chinese bikes, and this guy is hauling.
Like an 18-wheeler on a motorcycle. Yeah.
Watch how he swings out,
funny.
dude.
In what state in America would that be allowed?
Alabama.
What state would you see that in?
Alabama.
I feel like Alabama, like one of those states, or you would probably see a Florida person doing that.
Florida's a good call.
Look at that. That's like a full-on trailer.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. That's so funny. And they don't even have a flag on the back of it.
No, dude.
Just no safety. No people are. That's the funniest, dude.
China's gnarly. Yeah, and look, it's probably just rolled up sharp sheet metal, right? So people would just slice themselves open on it if they were to hit the...
It looks like a light load, but then the fact that he's doing it on a motorcycle is impressive. It's so funny.
Yeah. All right. Oh. That's a pretty good...
Asians maximize scooter capacities. Dude, you should see my new setup now. Now I could see the screen so much bigger. Now I see everything, like all the words.
This one's good. Just Casey Kasem. And I don't think he was out. But again, I don't understand how these people bounce off these motorcycles. So, like,
and I don't understand why, he has no strength to try to ride that out. It instantly, he's just like instant.
Yeah,
it's like it shocks him immediately off.
Yeah, that's my point. And look how high he goes. That's impressive. I don't understand how you get that much pop out of these things. All right, here you
That's
go.
so
Here's
funny.
your Chad Reed, James Stewart.
Chad Reed, James Stewart rivalry was so good, man. Like that was such a fun rivalry to watch as a kid, and
Yeah, for sure.
they genuinely didn't like each other. You
Yeah.
could totally tell. And now it's funny to see them want like they have to like each other now because they're dads and shit. It's so funny. But
Yeah, they definitely got gnarly, dude. And they were both good at it.
at talking shit, it was so good.
Riding aggressive, at being mentally strong. Both of them were very strong
Yeah, and
mentally.
what's crazy how like Reed would always elevate his game, like to
Yeah.
be faster just because of it.
Yeah, you were like qualifying or whatever. I feel like I remember Reed like not you're like, "Oh no." And then main event time, it's like, "Oh, here
I
he
mean,
is." He's
look at all the slams that these guys are doing to each other. It's kind of crazy. They're just talking mad shit.
well, the one he messed Stewart up, I think, cuz Stewart fell and hit his head in one of these.
And I agree with They Call Me Ray. Back in AMA Supercross, back when AMA Supercross was fun to watch. Because then they'd be fining people and like, oh, you can't do that. That was a race. We're docking you points. And it's like, none of that stuff was happening there.
There you go. Um all right. This is what you call unaware.
Oh, dude. I couldn't even believe that one. Can you believe it? Look at that. Like that is so bad. That is so bad.
It's
Like
like a
that
kid
kid
on his phone in a crosswalk. I
I don't know exactly, dude. It's exactly what that's a perfect example.
We had a
But
kid walk out in front of us, literally never changed pace, never looked up from his phone, had headphones on, or like big ones like this, and was just like, and just walked straight across the road. And I'm like,
like that is honestly insane. That's when he's going so fast. He would have broke the other rider's leg, and then on top of that, he would have weeded himself.
and look, he's braking. Watch the beginning of it. He's on the brakes hard here. See how he swaps there?
That would have been so bad.
This is a good one.
Two
Same thing.
Coops, one cup. Two Coops, one cup. Dude, Cooper is dominating on Chase right now. Two Coops, one cup. That's so funny.
Did you hear they asked Webb about what his I should pull the clip up. They asked him about his new celebration with the baby thing, and he said that
Yeah.
he goes, "Oh, I already got finger banged, so I had to come up with something different."
No Diddy.
No, did he? Here we go.
It
When
looks like that would
keeping
be
it
in Bakersfield.
when keeping it real goes wrong. Look, he runned himself over. I thought only quad guys did that.
I know that's so hard to do. That was a rare circumstance.
Just a bit too much rear brake. And no, just a t-shirt and shorts. You know that sucked.
Yeah, he's skinned up for a few weeks.
Oh yeah, you know
He's
the
got
first hot
he's
shower.
whoa. That first hot shower is gonna be sting, man. He's gonna have beef jerky falling off him for a couple weeks.
For sure. All right, this is us right now on this podcast. You're just trusting me to guide the podcast and set everything up.
Or just stand a minute. You're funny, dude. Yeah, just like, yep, dude, whenever put up 4:30, I'll be on the back. That's a funny one, dude. That's me and you. Me and you shredding the gnar.
Here you go. Kick out. Whoop. Need to slow the rebound down a little bit, I think. I think rebound's too fast.
He hit the fishtail. He hit the. Oh, dude, no, there was a banana in the road. He's good.
Should have photoshopped one in. That would have been.
He hit a banana. He hit a banana peel. I'm pretty sure.
Oof. Ribs or collarbone, you think? That was my guess.
He
Collarbone.
swapped big time, dude.
Big, and look, his arm. Oh, no, he does pull his arm down. I say collarbone.
He got collarboned.
Oh.
Yeah, it only takes 7 pounds of pressure.
I know. I wish I could pause it.
You literally just go bah! Right on you and then you break your collarbone. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right, you'll like this. Whoop, whoop.
I loved that, dude. Just a feature on a mountain bike trail that you don't see an on off. It's just kind of cool.
Dude, he's hauling ass to do it. And think about how hard it must be to pull off of that thing with no gas and, you know what I mean, and no suspension, really.
It's all knowing your speed and like if you just trusting your speed.
He even says, the most supercross feeling section in the yard yet. This is, I don't know how you would say that. Boss
Van Steenberg. His brother is my buddy, Tom.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah, I don't know his brother, but Tom Van Steenberg, he's badass, dude. And
wow.
He won real mountain bike this year.
Oh, nice.
But he's a shredder.
This year? They're doing it this year?
Yeah, they had it last year.
Nice.
Look at there's Foster. I'm a fan of it.
Yep. Here you go. Getting jiggy with it until whoop.
She has no helmet on. That sucked.
He doesn't either. They're on like some dirt road, dude. They probably hit a fucking sippy hole. A snake
she got
hole.
all whiplashed.
Oh, dude. Look, cause she's forward. I think her arm must have slipped off, right? Or she did it on purpose. She went to lean back to be like, look at me.
Look at my tits.
And then all of a sudden she threw him off balance.
Look at me on my OnlyFans.
I'm on OnlyFans.
Look, mom on OnlyFans.
Brr. There you go. Just no, you can't park here.
That's the quad gods.
Quad god. The other guy's just sitting at the top there, like stuck. Watch this again. Brr. Can't just park here. Roosted. Yeah, he's getting roosted. He can't see anything, and he just lands on top of the guy's back.
And then he gets to take a bath instantly.
Do you see this guy just give him the thumbs up? Watch it again. Watch this guy on the left, right? Okay. Boom, he just slams. Now the guy's going to pop out, and he goes like this. He turns around, he goes, good? Yeah.
Yeah. You good, brother?
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. That guy landed on you.
Don't worry, you look like a complete asshole.
Don't worry, everybody saw it. Dude, Instagram is the worst. Oh yeah, this is a good one.
I saw this one. This is crazy.
And I have seen other angles of it as well. Somebody was standing like on the right-hand side there. Dude.
I mean, it's not as bad as it seems. The way he hucked himself over the berm is so funny.
Yeah, but where is he? How far did he tumble down the hill?
He keeps sliding like 150 feet or something like that. That's what he says.
In the chocolate cake. Did we already watch these?
Yeah.
Okay. That is pretty good though. That's what Sexton needs to do to Cooper.
I was like in a heat.
Yeah, no, he needs to do it in the main, so that way he. I guess no, you'd have to do it in the main, so at least you can gain a couple of positions.
Yep. That one's so good.
Let's Let's see what this is. I don't think we've seen this. No, these are still more that I've sent. Heyo.
Ejectocito, cuz.
He was hungry. He needed a bar.
Ejectocito.
So we took a big bite. Poor little kid. He hates dirt bikes now. All right, we definitely seen those. So,
but what it do?
Yeah, we've all got friends like this. Look at this. Didn't wheelie to fucking face
I'd be
tap.
so pissed.
I'd be pissed too. He fucking hit him in the fucking head with his wheel. Sorry, I was trying not to swear that much, but yeah, I would be furious if I got smashed in the head with somebody's.
You'd be so mad.
Dude, I don't do good with surprises like that. If slow wheelie goofing, I treat my bike like a Smith & Wesson. Point that sucker away from all possible victims. That's a good call by Michael Lowry.
Shit's so
Bike
funny.
never touched the ground though. Way to commit, homie.
Yeah, he didn't even let it. Yeah, exactly. He held his composure together. He held his composure together for sure.
Dang, that's a good smack. Still stayed on his feet though. Not the guide. The boys were screwed after that. All right. That's it, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Go bet right now.
Go put some money down. Follow Clint's lead right now. You already saw his account live in person. The guy's breading out.
I was over 200 before, but.
All right, on the final weekend, you gotta be risky.
It's easy to say with my money.
Hey, Clint. You gotta be. You gotta risk it to win the biscuit.
I know that's true. But
and dude,
this is motocross.
This is motocross.
Oh no, our sport's just sick.
All right, tell the folks when our next episode is, Clint.
We adjusted the clickers, swapped the pull rods, and changed the ignition curve for a little extra torque.
That's what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to adjust the pull rods. I don't know. When are we going to go? Monday?
Yeah, hopefully. We've been lacking, dude.
Okay.
Pull it together. Pull it together, Captain.
I'm going to be here no matter what. Okay?
Okay, pull it together, Captain, and steer the ship to wherever you want to be guide us to.
You hear that, people? Sometimes I feel bad. Like you have better stuff to do that actually makes you money.
Oh, dude, I have to do my life, but whenever I got free minutes, dude, why not put myself out here? Why don't we give the people what they want? Put money in their pockets, because that's what we're about, dude. We're betters. We're better than that.
Hey kids, start out every morning with a fat ball.
I do. Learn it from your hosts.
All right, we're out of here, guys. Thank you very much. And let us know who you vote for and what your picks are. Or not vote, sorry, bet. Not
if you're watching, put your picks down below, comment down below, and then also let us know what you want to see on the next show. Hey, we got a big UFC card this weekend too. Put your picks for that too. Anything you want us to. Oh, you're like.
Yeah. Scranny's like, anything you want us to bet on, just tell us anything. We'll bet on anything.
Anything, dude. We got $182 in our account.
You know something about fishing, dude? I'll bet on it.
That was good. Yeah, but thanks for watching, and catch us on the next episode.